If you're over 50 and every morning you have to warm up your knees, rotate your wrists, or give your back a few minutes before it starts cooperating, you are definitely not alone. I'm Dr. David Warren, and I'm 60 years old. After more than 3 decades working with older adults, I've learned something very clear. Your joints don't just get old, they're calling for help. I still remember one of my patients telling me, "Doctor, I thought retirement was when I'd finally enjoy life, but every day I have to negotiate with my knee just to get moving." Sound familiar? A lot of people believe joint pain is just something you're supposed to accept with age. But that belief is the reason millions live with unnecessary pain, even though there's plenty they can improve. If we look deeper, most joint pain doesn't come from worn-out joints. It comes from silent chronic inflammation, an overreaction of the immune system. When that inflammation drags on, enzymes that break down cartilage increase, making the joints stiffer, more swollen, and more painful. Many common pain medications only block those enzymes temporarily. You feel better for a few hours, and then the pain cycle returns. Sometimes worse if you rely on the medication too often. But here's the part that surprises most of my patients. There are small, everyday foods that target the same biological pathways as painkillers, but in a gentler, safer, long-term way. In today's video, I'm going to share 5 powerful nuts that calm inflammation, nourish cartilage, and help your joints move more smoothly, how they improve circulation, reduce morning stiffness, and increase flexibility, the right dosage, timing, and combinations for maximum benefits. And finally, one simple daily habit that can dramatically boost the effects of these nuts. I'm not promising miracles, and I'm not asking you to replace your medication. What I want to give you is a realistic approach, one that many people in their 60s, 70s, and even 80s have used successfully. Let food and daily habits become part of your healing process. If you give me just a few minutes, I'll show you how to make your joints complain less, help you stand up more comfortably, and allow your body to finally start working with you instead of against you. So don't worry. You're not out of options. You've simply been missing the right guidance. Before we talk about the nuts that support joint health, I want you to understand the root issue most people over 50 are facing. Many of my patients come in asking me the same thing. "Doctor, I eat normally, I sleep okay. Why do my joints still hurt every day?" The answer lies in a mechanism most people overlook. Your joints can't heal if your internal environment is constantly working against them. Think of your body like a construction site. Every night, your repair cells need to clean up, patch up, and rebuild what's been worn down. But if you spend the whole day feeding inflammation, sugar, fried food, processed meat, stress, lack of sleep, sitting too long, the immune system keeps switching on high alert. And when the immune system misidentifies the problem, it starts attacking even the healthy tissues around your joints. The result? Cartilage wears down faster. The tissues around your joints stay mildly swollen, blood flow to the joints decreases, morning stiffness increases, every step feels heavier. Most people don't realize joint pain isn't just about bones and cartilage. It's connected to an overactive immune system, an imbalanced gut, which fuels inflammation, nerves constantly sending pain signals, poor circulation that starves the joints of nutrients. And here's the important part. Joint pain doesn't appear overnight. It's the result of years of tiny accumulations. And that's why relieving it doesn't require something dramatic. Just small, precise changes can shift everything. One of those changes is using nuts the right way, because they contain nutrients that target the exact weak spots of joint inflammation. Over the years, I've seen patients who couldn't squat, couldn't grip firmly, or struggled to get up from a chair. After just a few weeks of dietary adjustments, their bodies started to feel lighter. You'll see exactly how in the following sections. To understand why something as small as a nut can make a meaningful difference for your joints, we need to look at how the body responds to inflammation and how tissue repair actually works. The body's incredibly intelligent. Whenever cartilage or surrounding tissues experience stress, your body sends a repair team to fix the damage. But that team can only work well if there is low inflammation, enough nutrients, good blood circulation, If any of those three pillars break down, the joint sends signals in the form of stiffness, swelling, or pain, like a warning light on your dashboard. 1. Inflammation, the biggest driver of joint pain. When inflammation drags on, your body produces compounds that irritate joint tissues. These break down cartilage faster, reduce lubrication, and make the bones rub more painfully. Certain nutrients in nuts, polyphenols, healthy fats, and minerals help quiet down those inflammatory enzymes and bring the body back into balance. 2. Cartilage needs nourishment. It doesn't feed itself. Cartilage has no blood vessels, so it relies entirely on joint fluid for nutrients. If that fluid is low quality due to inflammation or poor nutrition, cartilage weakens. Nuts supply healthy fats that improve lubrication, minerals that support tissue rebuilding, antioxidants that protect cells from damage. Together, they help cartilage stay strong and resilient. 3. Blood flow, the delivery system for joint nutrients. Good circulation helps bring oxygen to inflamed tissues, remove cellular waste, speed up repair, improve movement. Some compounds in nuts help widen tiny blood vessels so nutrients reach deep joint structures. 4. Nerves, the honest reporters. When inflamed tissue keeps getting irritated, nerves send stronger pain signals. But when the environment improves, the signals calm down, and you feel more mobile. All of this shows one thing. When you choose the right foods, your body doesn't just hurt less, it repairs better. Now let's get into the important part. The 5 best nuts for joint pain and how to use them correctly. 5. Cashews, a small shield protecting joint tissues from stress. Most people think of cashews as a tasty snack, but for adults over 50, they act like a tiny shield protecting cartilage from oxidative stress. Cashews contain copper, essential for collagen production, the protein that keeps joints strong and flexible. Unsaturated fats, which help reduce joint dryness. Natural antioxidants, which neutralize harmful molecules that damage tissues around the joints. When you eat cashews 3 to 4 times a week, the soft tissues around your joints relax more easily and feel less tight after movement. Suggested use: 8 to 10 cashews at a time, preferably lightly roasted and unsalted. If you want, I can continue translating the remaining sections. Sure 4 to Hummer 1, application guide, story, CTA, inspirational ending. 4. Pumpkin seeds minerals that repair tissues and turn down pain signals. Pumpkin seeds are a favorite among many of my older patients because they're small, easy to eat, and incredibly good for your joints. They contain zinc, helps your joints repair cartilage faster. Manganese plays a key role in collagen production. Plant-based omega-6 supports mild inflammation relief and nourishes cell membranes. What's special about pumpkin seeds is that they help calm the nervous system, which in turn reduces the pain signals spreading from inflamed joints. How to use: 1 tablespoon per day. You can lightly toast them for 2 to 3 minutes to bring out the flavor. 3. Almonds, a nutrient source that helps your joints move smoothly. If there's one nut I prescribe the most for my older patients, it's almonds. The reason is very simple. Natural vitamin E helps protect joint cell membranes from damaged magnesium, helps muscles and joints relax, reducing that tight, tense feeling. Healthy fats help your joints keep their natural lubrication. When you soak almonds overnight, your body absorbs the nutrients much better. Older adults who eat 8 to 12 almonds a day often tell me their joints feel less stiff in the morning. How to use: soak them for 6 to 8 hours before eating to make them easier to digest. 2. Walnuts, Plan Omega, that calms long-standing inflammation. Walnuts contain a special type of fat called ALA that helps quiet the activity of inflammation-causing enzymes. When the level of inflammation in your body drops, your joints can move more freely, hurt less after walking or climbing stairs, receive better blood flow to areas that need repair. On top of that, walnuts are rich in polyphenols, which help protect cartilage from age-related wear and tear. How to use: 4 to 6 walnut halves per day. Best eaten in the morning for better absorption. 1 to pistachios, a travel companion for weak joints and tired muscles. This is the nut I value the most because it supports three systems at once: your joints, your muscles, and your nervous system. Pistachios contain vitamin B6, which helps nerve signals travel smoothly between muscles and joints. Lutein and carotenoids, which help reduce oxidative stress in tissues. Potassium, which helps ease muscle tension. One of the main reasons people feel pulling or tightness in their knees and hips. Older adults who eat pistachios regularly often notice their steps feel lighter and their legs less tired after standing or moving around. How to use 12-18 pistachios a day, preferably unsalted. I always tell my patients, nutrition is not an exam. You don't have to do it perfectly. You just need to head in the right direction. With the 5 kinds of nuts we've just talked about, the important thing isn't just eating them, but eating them the right way so your joints can actually benefit. Here are some simple but very effective principles I use when guiding people over 50. 1. Don't overeat. Think in terms of a therapeutic dose. Many people assume that more is better, but with nuts, too much can easily cause bloating, indigestion, weight gain, which puts extra pressure on knees and hips. So I usually recommend only 1 to 2 types of nuts per day, not all 5 at once. For each type, 8 to 12 nuts, or 1 tablespoon if it's pumpkin seeds. Think of it as a natural medicine dose, small but powerful. 2. Eat when your body is open to absorbing nutrients. Both research and clinical experience show that morning and mid-afternoon are the 2 best times for your joints to receive nutrients. In the morning, your metabolism is active. Blood circulation is better. Your body absorbs healthy fats and anti-inflammatory compounds more easily. In the mid-afternoon, around 2 to 4 p.m., your body usually hits a little energy dip. Nuts give your joints and muscles a gentle recharge. I don't recommend eating nuts too late at night because they can feel heavy for older adults with slower digestion. 3. Soaked, lightly toasted, or raw. Almonds soak 6 to 8 hours to make them easier to digest. Cashews and pistachios. Eat raw or lightly toasted on low-heat. Walnuts. Eat raw, not roasted. To preserve the omega fats. Pumpkin seeds. Lightly toast 2 to 3 minutes to bring out the aroma. Absolutely avoid nuts coated in sugar, salted, or heavily seasoned nuts. Deep-fried nuts. These all increase inflammation, the exact opposite of what your joints need. 4. Pair nuts with joint-friendly foods. To get the best results, you can combine nuts with vitamin C-rich fruits, oranges, kiwi, berries. Support collagen production. Oats help stabilize blood sugar and reduce inflammation. Plant-based milks support the absorption of healthy fats. Some simple ideas: oatmeal plus 8 walnut halves plus 1 tablespoon pumpkin seeds, plant milk plus banana plus 1 tablespoon ground cashews, green salad plus 10 pistachios. Just 1 small combo a day is enough to start seeing changes. 5. Watch for signs of improvement. I often tell my patients, your body's always sending signals. The question is, are you listening? When you apply this correctly, you may notice mornings feel less stiff. Stairs are easier to climb, less cracking and grinding in the joints. No more sharp pain when changing positions. Hands look and feel less puffy. These changes don't yell, they whisper. They build slowly but steadily. After 3 or 4 weeks, many patients tell me, I suddenly realized I was walking more lightly. I want to tell you about a woman named Linda, 68, who lives in Dallas. She came to my clinic one Monday afternoon, walking slowly and a bit hesitantly. I still remember how she sat down, let out a sigh, and said, "Doctor, I don't know why every morning I feel like I'm someone else. I wake up, but my legs don't wake up with me." Linda used to love gardening and taking care of her flowers, but for almost 2 years, morning pain and stiffness in her joints made her almost give up her garden. What struck me about Linda was that she wasn't someone who gave up easily. She had tried physical therapy, breathing exercises, different shoes, changing her daily schedule, but the improvement was minimal. So I asked her one simple question. "Linda, how are you feeding your joints?" She smiled and said, "Doctor, I didn't know joints needed to be fed." I gave Linda a very simple plan. Just add 2 kinds of nuts a day, One type in the morning, one in the mid-afternoon, and pair that with 5 minutes of gentle movement every morning. No complicated diet, no extreme restrictions. After 3 weeks, Linda came back. This time, she opened the clinic door standing tall, walking faster, with a different look in her eyes. "Doctor," she said, "I'm back in my garden. Not all day, but I can water the plants, trim them, and I feel like my body can finally breathe again." What moved me most was when she told me she could squat down to plant a new rose bush, something she had almost forgotten how to do. It wasn't because cashews or almonds are magical. It wasn't because pistachios or walnuts are some kind of miracle cure. It's because Linda's body finally received the right nutrients at the right time, in the right way, enough for it to start repairing itself. Her story is not unique. I've seen hundreds, even thousands of similar cases. Sometimes one small, consistent change can open a completely new chapter. And I believe that if you're patient with yourself, your body can send you a similar gift. If you've stayed with me this long, that already tells me something very important. You truly want your joints to feel better. And I believe that when we start taking real care of our bodies respond with quiet but powerful signs. So I'd love to hear from you. Which joints are bothering you the most? Your knees, hips, shoulders, fingers? Have you tried any of these 5 nuts before? Leave a comment below. I read a lot of comments from older viewers, and it helps me understand what you're going through so I can create more helpful guidance. If this content was useful for you, please hit like so YouTube shows more health-focused videos to older adults. Hit subscribe so you don't miss future videos on joint health, heart health, sleep, and nutrition after 50. Share this video with someone you care about. Sometimes one small habit can help them hurt a little less every day. Thank you for spending your time here with me. Taking care of your health after 50 is a journey no one should walk alone. We're here to support each other. Before we wrap up, I'd like you to take a quiet minute and ask yourself one simple question. How much better could this body get if I started caring for it the right way, starting tomorrow? I've seen so many people in their 60s, 70s, even 80s walk into my clinic with worry in their eyes. "Doctor, do I still have hope?" And then a few months later, those same people come back with a very different look, lighter, more confident, and often with a story they're proud to share. "I walked 2 full laps around the park. I can bend down to tie my shoes without pain now. I'm not afraid of mornings anymore." What moves me isn't that all of their pain is gone. It's that they regain trust in their own body. You know, the human body after 50 is not as fragile as many people think. It just needs the right conditions to wake up again, to repair, to become strong in its own way. None of us can go back to 25, but all of us can move into 55, 65, 75 in a healthier, stronger way. Every handful of nuts you eat the right way, every minute of gentle movement, every time you choose to go to bed 10 minutes earlier, all of those little things add up to something very big, the quality of your life, and you absolutely deserve that. If tomorrow you wake up and still feel stiff or sore, don't give up. See it as a gentle reminder that this journey just needs a little more patience. I've always believed in the body's ability to recover after 50, and I truly hope you'll start believing in that too. Thank you for spending this time with me today. I wish you lighter days, steadier steps, and a body that feels grateful because you finally decided to take care of it the right way.